Hey guys, Lee Martin here, and this is my part 2 of the college football bowl season, where I am locked on to deliver 5 more picks that will make your holidays a lot more festive this season. And before we get down to it, can you please give me a Christmas present by giving us a like and subscribing to our channel for more premium picks and up-to-date betting info. Alright guys, in my first of 5, we're going to get serious and get down on the first college football semifinal game between number 1 LSU and number 4 Oklahoma on Saturday, December 28th in the Peach Bowl. Oklahoma will have to get through this one without defensive end Ronnie Perkins, running back Ramondre Stevenson, and wide receiver Trajan Bridges, who are all suspended for this semifinal matchup with the top-ranked team in the nation. In addition, Sooners sophomore safety Delarian Turner-Yell will be sidelined with a broken collarbone. Perkins is the biggest loss of the 3 suspensions, and the Sooners' pass rush will be diminished because of his absence. However, their offense will be running on high octane with Bama quarterback Jalen Hurts under center. LSU has a definite advantage at many of the positions, but this game will come down to a battle of the quarterbacks. And although LSU's Heisman Trophy winner Joe Burrow is getting all the attention, it would be a mistake to ignore Hurts and Oklahoma's high-octane passing attack. Oklahoma averages 554 total yards per game. That puts them in a virtual tie with LSU for tops in the nation. Given an offense like that with a 2-touchdown head start is just too much points. So we will grab the points and look for a cover by the Sooners. Bet Oklahoma plus 14 at Bovada. As long as we're talking about the college football playoff semifinals, why not stay on track in our second pick? Because after the Peach Bowl comes the Fiesta Bowl at 8 o'clock, where number 2 Buckeyes will take on the number 3 Clemson Tigers. This one comes down to defense, plain and simple, with Clemson allowing a stingy 10.6 points per game, which places them tops in the nation, followed closely behind Ohio State, surrendering just 12.5 points per game, tying them for second with Georgia. These teams rank first and second in the nation in passing yards, while both boast top 10 run defenses. Offensively, the Buckeyes rank first in points scored per game, averaging 48.7 points per game, while Clemson is close behind them, averaging 46.5 points per game, placing them fourth in the nation. This one area where the Tigers have a somewhat notable advantage is in the passing game, with the Tigers averaging 294.8 points per game versus 258.8 for the Buckeyes. Clemson's quarterback Trevor Lawrence got off to a bumpy start, tossing more picks in his first 3 games than he did all last year when he threw only 4 interceptions. However, when the season ended virtually, all of his numbers were even better than they were in his stunning freshman campaign. Let's watch Clemson's aerial assault win the day as we lay the small number at the neutral site by backing the Tigers in this one. Bet Clemson minus 2 at 5 dimes. In our third pick, we will turn our attention to the Red Box Bowl between Illinois and California on Monday, December 30th. Illinois had covered the number over their last 5 games before they ended their season with a 29-10 loss to Northwestern as 6.5-point home chalk. Despite that disappointing ending, there were several highlights to their .500 season, and there was none bigger than their 24-23 win over nationally ranked Wisconsin, in which they were installed as 28.5-point home dogs. Although the Golden Bears will have more of a home field advantage, as this one will be played at Levi Stadium, home of the San Francisco 49ers, I expect the return of Illinois starting quarterback Brandon Peters to give the team a boost over the erratic Golden Bears. Peters missed the game against Northwestern due to a concussion, but he will have plenty of time to prepare for his date with California. Illinois are 5-0 against the spread over their last 5 games as an underdog, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see them score the upset here, but take the points just in case. Bet Illinois plus 6.5 at Bovada. Alright guys, let's move on to our fourth pick as we see Kansas State battling Navy in a mid-afternoon game on Tuesday, December 31st in the Liberty Bowl. It is the perfect way to get you pumped up for New Year's Eve, but you'll have to bet the midshipmen if you want to usher in the new year with some money in your pocket. Navy stumbled in their 3rd game of the season by losing to Memphis, but since that time, they have reeled off 10 of 11 wins and have covered in 4 of their last 5, including a dominating 31-7 victory over their arch rivals, Army, to end the season. One thing the midshipmen do better than anyone else is run the ball. They have no passing attack to speak of, but the 363 rushing yards per game speaks volumes about how this team can trample an opponent. which is of particular interest because Kansas State is in the middle of the pack in terms of stopping the run. Navy's defense is stout enough to contain an unspectacular Wildcats passing attack, so this one should be all Navy from start to finish. Bet the Middies -2.5 at BetOnline. And now, we travel to the Citrus Bowl on New Year's Day for our 5th and final pick, where we will shake off that hangover with a wager on Alabama as they take on Michigan. As we all know, the Crimson Tide will be on the outside looking in at the college football playoff, and there's no doubt that will weigh heavily on my mind of Nick Saban when his team takes on the Wolverines. If experience matters, then there's no question that Bama will have a huge advantage, as well as more than enough motivation to atone to their 48-45 loss to Auburn to end their season, as well as any hopes of getting back into the national game title. Michigan endured a 56-27 thrashing at the hands of Ohio State in their regular season finale, which perfectly illustrates just how far away they are from being a true national powerhouse. Alabama may not be what they were over their last several years, but they are definitely a few clicks above Michigan. Look for a resounding win by the Tide as they roll over the Wolverines on New Year's Day. Bet Alabama -7 at Bookmaker. Well guys, that's all I have for you today. For more free NFL picks, head on over to SBR by clicking the link in the description. Be sure to give us a like and subscribe to our channel for more premium picks and up-to-date betting info. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday. I'm Lee Martin, and may all your wagers be winners.